Hey guys, today I want to talk about vloggers and the different types of vloggers that we have over here in the Philippines. We have every type of vlogger that you can possibly think of. We have the tourist type vloggers that show, all over the country, like Becoming Filipino. He kind of shows the Filipino lifestyle. And the funny thing about this, I just read the other day, I'm not sure if this is totally true yet, but they're giving him like an honorary citizenship over here or something. The government is. I just read that the other day. I found that kind of fascinating. I guess he's really well liked here in the Philippines because he really showcases the Philippines. He is kind of an interesting guy to watch. He's not one of my favorite vloggers, but I think the Filipinos really love the guy because for one reason or another. And it kind of gives a take. It shows his family. It shows the way he lives. And he really lives kind of like a Filipino. It's interesting for sure. And then we have people like Old Dog New Tricks. He has his vlog. He has a different way of showing things. He used to have a lot of girls and stuff like that. I think he kind of veered away from that. But he's definitely a bachelor channel. He kind of showcases the bachelor life over here, and he definitely adds some things to the table. He's kind of a fun guy to watch. He's kind of interesting. Some of these people they're not my type of channel. But I know a lot of people enjoy what they do. Like a lot of people watch Geo, a lot of people watch Rike. They certainly all have something to add to the table. If somebody asked me like what was my favorite, I really don't watch these guys too much. When I first came over here, I was watching Rike. Okay, I was watching him. Rike's channel is kind of long. I try to keep my stuff short, sweet, and keep people interested for the few minutes that I vlog. I don't make my vlogs long because I don't want people to lose interest. I just try to make them really compact, Reader's Digest version of whatever I'm discussing that day. I try to keep it that way. And a lot of these other guys, I understand what they're trying to do. They elongate their channel, but if they can keep it interesting and go out a half an hour, 45 minutes, hey, more power to you. And I know some of these guys, they do 45-minute vlogs or even longer sometimes, and it's kind of amazing to watch that, and they try to fit all those ads, and I try to keep I'm happy making what I make. I don't put Patreon into it or do super chats or anything like that. And these other guys, they get hit by the hate vloggers. Now the hate vloggers, that's a whole different thing. They call the hate vloggers are calling these guys e-baggers or whatever, and they attack any channel practically. They've attacked my channel. We have a guy here that was attacking my channel. It actually got taken down because people complained about what he was saying, because I guess they they were attacking my family also, which is terrible. The hate vloggers are the type of people that we don't need here in the Philippines for many reasons. I think it hurts the expat community to hate vlog. They go after some people, and some of these people are innocent. And these people think that they know them from something that they said, or they make up stories about people or what have you. And it's kind of sad to see that happening here, because I like to keep the peace here in the Philippines, to be honest with you. A lot of people have hit me in the past saying, I'm not the person I pretend to be or whatever, and what you see is what you get on my channel. Anybody that knows me, and most of you guys know me from calling me or whatever, and that I'm willing to help you all the way, do anything for you. I don't charge anything. Like I said, if my girlfriend helps you, that's different. She doesn't work for the channel. She doesn't work for free. She'll help you find a home or whatever. No, she's not a realtor. She just does this, and she'll take a tip or whatever. And I tell people, and sometimes she gets money back from when she does a rental. Occasionally she'll get a small amount. It's not a huge amount. It's just very small. We're not, by no means is she making a killing on what she does. She makes very little, and she helps a lot of expats that way. I just tell people I'm not going to have her work for free, because it's not fair to her. But I've taken hits from some of the hate vloggers and stuff, because they don't understand, and she's Filipino, so whatever she makes, she can make up to like $5,000 tax free or whatever. She's not making even close to that. Trust me, she's not even making probably 1,000 or whatever. It's just she makes like small tips here and there. But I mean, a lot of these vloggers, they don't know what the hate vloggers, they attack everybody. It's just gets to be kind of wear on you for a while, because we're over here to enjoy life, to be retired, and to be friends with each other. But these guys here, they've kind of cornered themselves into a corner to to the point where now they're very disliked by people throughout the Philippines that see them. So when they go places, people call them out on it, and they can't. I've seen a couple of vloggers that have been called out on their hate vlogs, and they kind of walk away with their tail between their legs after they get called out on it, and they look like jerks. Um, and I've seen some people like that get attacked. Um, Maybe they deserve it, maybe they don't. But something, it's best to just leave that alone. And if people want to watch the person, let them watch them. I mean, why am I going to attack a channel? Am I jealous? Like, I'm not going to attack another guy's channel. If he's making money off of that, that's his livelihood. I'm not going to go attack that channel or put out negative words on that channel. I just don't think that that's fair. Everybody is different. Everybody has things that appeal to them. And I know some things on my channel might not appeal to others. I've had people attack me before because I do censor some of the comments, because I'm not going to have people putting vile comments on my channel. I think it keeps my channel cleaner, better. Yes, some people get ticked off about that because I don't care if you put something, you have a disagreement with me. That's okay. But when people start calling names, or they start putting out false information about my family or things like that, obviously I'm going to take it down. And I've been attacked for that. And they said, well, Steve, you're censoring people. Or, I'm not going to put false information out there because you believe it's real and I know it's not real. And sometimes I've taken stuff down. And if I've done that to you, I'm not doing it because I hate you or anything like that. I'm doing it because it's either that it's like you put the wrong information there. I don't want people feeding off that and thinking, well, geez, Steve said this here, this guy's saying this here, when I know that the information is true and somebody's putting something false out there. Obviously, I'm not going to let that person put it up, because then people are going to think that that's real, and they're going to go off of what that person says when they don't know what they're talking about. I don't think it's fair to the subscribers to put out false information on there. But guys, when you're looking at these vlogs, there's Jennifer Terry out there, Grandpa Vlogger. There's some really, really good vloggers out there, okay? And I'm talking about Philippine vloggers. There's some really, really good ones out there. Just be careful of the information that you're getting. I've seen some of the vloggers out there. They're really good vloggers. And when they're first starting out, they make a few mistakes, okay? I've made mistakes. I'm not perfect, okay? But be careful and make sure you back up that information online by doing your own research too. Just don't go off a person just because they're a good vlogger, because good vloggers make mistakes too. I double check all my stuff, and I'm not saying I'm 100% right all the time, because I'm not. And nobody's perfect. Have I made mistakes in the past? Yes, I have. And I've corrected myself on those mistakes, but most of the stuff that we have on the channel, I usually double check and make sure that it's true, and that's the way I roll on my channel. Now, like I said, I've seen stuff on other people's channels where they have made mistakes, but they never retracted it, and they left that information up. So anybody that watches that particular vlog, what happens is it confuses people, because they're like, wait a minute, I see this here, but then she says this here, and then it causes a little bit of chaos for these people that are trying to travel in here, because they're trying to figure things out, and they're getting wrong messages from people or what have you. Just be careful who you watch. There's a lot of stuff out there that has wrong information, and we have a lot of good information out there too. But just be careful who you watch. We have many good vloggers out there. Grandpa Vlogger, awesome vlogger. A lot of people like Paul McGill. He is a bachelor channel. I call it a bachelor channel. He does talk about some serious stuff too. He's a decent vlogger. A lot of these channels I have disagreements with, but I don't hate them, and there's some things I don't like about them, but that's their prerogative. I know that they appeal to a different group of people, and that's okay. That's what vlogging's about. To have competition out there, to have people out there covering different things, and sometimes they do it in fun or whatever, and that's fine. And I'm not talking about any particular channel. I'm talking about all the channels out there. They all have their good things and their bad things, okay? And the majority of channels out there, I would say, are pretty decent, okay, in the Philippines. when I used to watch them, and I don't anymore because if I watch those channels, I feel like I have to do vlog about what they vlog about, and I rather keep my vlogging totally different. So if I do a subject and somebody else does that subject that same day, I'm not covering that subject because that person covered it. I usually don't know that that person covered it like a couple hours before me or the next day because I don't watch those channels. Okay, I'll watch them maybe once a year. I'll tune into somebody's channel and watch it. But for the most part, I don't like to watch it because it affects my channel. In my channel, I try to keep the subject matter totally different than anybody else's channel. And if somebody wants to copy that in the future, I'm okay with that. You know, like I don't have a problem with it. In fact, I think it brings something else to the table because they're giving their perspective on that, and that's a good thing. So that's my 2 cents on vlogging and the Philippine vloggers. And I tell people, if there's one piece of advice I can give you, when you watch if you do watch any of these hate channels out there, be careful what the garbage that these people are feeding you, okay? Because that's what it is. It's garbage. Most of the stuff that they talk about, they've accused people of all different types of stuff out there, and it's atrocious at what they're doing, going after these channels. Because, you know, if there's one thing we should have in the Philippines is, as expats, we should be kind of united. We should be united. But anyway, guys, God bless. Take care. And make sure, be careful. Be careful who you watch and don't believe everything you hear. God bless, guys. Take care.